What is up, everyone? How are you? David Franco here from davidfranco.com. And yes, Maui's here too. Today's video is all about me. Yes, I'm going to be selfish and just talk about me. God forbid I do that on my channel, right? Well, yes and no, because I'm going to ask for your opinions regarding something that could impact my life for the next 4 or 5 years. Now, with that dramatic intro out of the way, and judging from the title, you can pretty much predict what I'm going to talk about. And yes, that is the new Mac Pro. Oh, and yes, real quick, I gotta apologize. I realize, yes, my voice does sound horrible. I'm still recovering from the good times we had over Labor Day weekend and the party with my family and friends and all that good stuff. Alright, so getting to the point, let's talk about me and my choice regarding my next computer. Now, you guys should know by now, I've had this Mac Pro behind me for 6 years now, maybe 7. I think we're coming up on 7 years. That is a long time to own a computer. I mean, nowadays, I believe the average lifespan or usage out of a computer is 4 to 5 years. So, yeah, you can only imagine I'm well overdue for an upgrade, and I'm dying to get my hands on just overall a more recent Mac. Now, don't get me wrong, I love my Mac Pro. It has quite literally changed my life. It made everything possible with what I do today. I mean, making a living, doing this. And yes, my PowerBook G4 technically started all that, but this thing has been a godsend. But unfortunately, the time has come where I just can no longer rely on it from a day-to-day basis, at least in regards to my future. And yes, I am referring to OS X Mavericks coming out in just a month or two. I'm not even using Mountain Lion on this thing, guys. My MacBook Pro supports Mountain Lion, but my Mac Pro doesn't. Why? That's beyond me. So I got thinking, well, the new Mac Pro's coming out, right? So I'm going to be all over that thing. I mean, it's going to be amazing. But then a couple weeks ago, I got really to thinking, like deep thinking, to the point where I was fighting with myself and I couldn't get to sleep because I just couldn't stop thinking about the possibilities of, well, maybe I should go for the iMac instead of the new Mac Pro for several reasons. Reason number 1, price. Let's be honest, guys, this new Mac Pro is going to kick ass, but with that ass kicking comes, well, an ass kicking price. Yeah, my own ass. Boom! It's going to be like $3,500 according to rumors. But seriously, it is going to cost a lot of money. Now, maybe $3,500 won't be the base price. I don't know. We don't know until Apple officially announces it, and that should be maybe even next week during the iPhone 5s announcement. That would be a nice teaser. Who knows? But still, guys, details aside, it's pretty safe to assume that the new Mac Pro will cost at least maybe $2,500, $2,800, or even $3,000, which is a lot of money. So I got thinking, wait a minute, the new Mac Pro, as sexy as it looks, do I really need all that power? Do I need dual GPUs? And that's not even including RAM. I mean, RAM usage, I believe, goes up to 120 gigabytes of memory. I believe. Don't stone me if I'm wrong. But still, the point is, do I need all that power? So I was saying to myself, no, not really. And honestly, the new iMac's coming out soon, because let's face it, the iMac hasn't been updated in nearly a year. So yeah, we will be seeing a new iMac very soon. So maybe that's the universe's way of saying, David, this is perfect timing. There's a new Mac Pro and the new iMac, so why not just go for the new iMac? I mean, guys, because let's face it, I'm getting a 27-inch display. More power than I'll ever need, at least in the next 2 to 3 years. And if I want to upgrade, I can easily sell the iMac and, buy a new iMac. It's really not a big deal. And also, the biggest selling point in my eyes is upgradability. The new Mac Pro, as nice as it is and as sexy as it is and whatever, and going for this new revolutionary, new cylindrical design, it sucks in terms of internal upgrades. Because Apple, if you haven't noticed, is heavily pushing Thunderbolt. And honestly, I really don't blame them. But if I can do all those Thunderbolt upgrades on the Mac Pro, why can't I do all those upgrades on the iMac and save literally $2,000 in the process? So, do you see what I'm saying here? Not only am I getting a beautiful 27-inch display, insane power as it is, but I'm also getting the same expandability / upgradability options that I'm getting out of the Mac Pro, but again, saving so much freaking money. So that is my number one reason for looking at the iMac. And I gotta say, guys, honestly, what was that noise? Was that Game Center? Did you hear that? Anyway, the weird noises aside, I'm very easily distracted. So I'm asking you guys, what do you think? I mean, you gotta look at the pros and cons here. With the Mac Pro, yes, I am future-proof for at least 5 to 7 years, just like I am with this thing. But it's gonna cost a lot of money. And then there's the iMac, which I was just trying to say before I was distracted. It's an all-in-one computer, which I'm not a huge fan of because I'm scared of something going wrong. Because let's face it, if one thing goes wrong, then I gotta lug the whole iMac in. But with my current Mac Pro, if something goes wrong, I can diagnose, the graphics card, the memory, which I realize I can do in the iMac. The memory upgrade is very easy. But then again, it's the all-in-one form factor with the new Mac Pro as well. I mean, that's kind of what Apple's going for. They're going for that all-in-one solution. Because I can upgrade the SSDs in the Mac Pro, I realize that. But I'm pretty sure I can do that in the iMac. It might not be as easy, but the option might be there. But again, with the iMac, I'm saving so much money, and I'm getting that beautiful 27-inch display. And also, you have to keep in mind, one thing I really love about my current Mac Pro is using dual monitors. I cannot imagine restricting myself to one display, even if it is 27 inches. I mean, I need two displays. And thankfully, the new iMac, well, the current gen iMac and the new iMac, which hasn't even been announced yet, does support dual displays. So that's definitely something I wouldn't miss about going from a desktop to an all-in-one desktop. So I want your opinions, guys. What do you think? Do you think it's a mistake to go for just the iMac, or do you think I should go for the Mac Pro and just blow $3,500 or $3,000, whatever it's gonna be, and possibly spend more than I need to? Because let's face it, I don't need all that power of dual GPUs. I use Final Cut Pro 10, which actually runs pretty damn well on the Mac Pro that I'm using right now. So I can only imagine it's going to run much, much, much better on the new iMac. Alright, so my voice is pretty much shot. I want your opinions, guys. Please comment below. What do you think? iMac or Mac Pro? And also, keep in mind, the new iMac hasn't even been announced yet. So by the time you watch this video, it might not even be something worth thinking about. The iMac might be such an insane deal that the Mac Pro is kind of something I don't even have to consider. So who knows? And yes, I realize this is truly a first world problem, deciding between a beautiful all-in-one computer like the iMac or something that's not even released yet and it's gonna cost at least $3,000. It's just something I gotta deal with, but I really do care about your opinions, guys. So again, please comment below, and if you do like this video, please click that like button. I greatly appreciate it. Your ongoing support means the world to me. Seriously, guys, I never ever take it for granted. Now I'm getting DMs on Twitter. I just heard Tweetbot. So many noises. So I'm just gonna go. I appreciate your comments, guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace.